Okay. Yes, I was looking at this waste treatment services for the USDA Forest Service. It's a total small business aside. It's a combined synopsis slash solicitation. It has a fairly long description, well, not few attachments, honestly, but yeah, this is why I just wanted to check out to see. Let's break this down and find out what this is all about. And the due date is coming up on the 21st. Sorry, 20 yeah, 21st of May. So let's see. The first thing I'm going to do here, unlike some of the other ones, I'm going to break down this description because it is fairly long. So I just have a feeling that it contains a lot of crucial information before we even start going into the solicitation itself and all the other documents attached. So let me open up my chat GPT. That's a loaded question just because it's different across different solicitations. Some of them they actually put the entire summary in there. They give you something very detailed, and then for some, it's just a few lines. So it really depends on what's there. If it's very long, then it certainly has a lot of the information that you're going to need, like a summary of the information. But let me I'm going to share the chat GPT screen now. I'm just going to tell it break down the content copied below. Okay. Okay, so this is an amendment of solicitation for waste treatment services for the USDA Forest Service. Here's the breakdown of the main point structure. Okay, so it's telling us about the amendment. The first amendment one, this introduces changes to the solicitation, including posting questions and answers and updating the statement of work. Document attached. Okay, that's fine. Required submission documents. Schedule of items must be signed and dated. Contractor information, relevant experience, questionnaire. Okay, those are standard. Original solicitation details is waste treatment services at Sumter National Forest, specifically the Andrews Pickens Ranger District in South Carolina. Okay. Small business aside, submission guidelines must have an active SAM. Okay, that's standard. Attachments 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Hold on. Need to be submitted with the offer. Attachments 2, 4, 5, and 6. Let me just go back to sam.gov. Attachment 2, 4, 5, and 6. I see. So attachment 2, so it says attachment 2, that's the schedule of items. 4, contractor information. 5, relevant experience questionnaire. And 6, FAR clauses and requires a response. Okay, that's actually interesting. I've not seen many of these before. So what I'm perceiving here is okay. So let me show you something now. This is one of those documents. This is the attachment 6. So everything that's highlighted, they want you to put that in your vendor name, your UEI, contractor to complete the highlighted areas and return with proposal. So this is pretty straightforward. I will not provide covered telecommunication equipment or services to the government in the performance of any contract, subcontracting or other contractual instruments resulting from the solicitation. The offerer shall provide the additional disclosure information required in paragraph EI. What are we talking about here? After conducting a reasonable inquiry, the purpose of this representation, the offerer presents that it does or does not use covered telecommunication equipment or services. I want to find out what this is about. Yeah. What what does Okay, the text you provided is a part of a contractual or solicitation document related to the government procurement, particularly focused on telecommunication equipment and services. Here's what it means broken down into components. Covered telecommunication equipment or services. This refers to specific types of telecommunication equipment or services that are usually prohibited or regulated by the government, often due to security concerns. Okay, this could include equipment from certain manufacturers that the government has designated as a security risk. Okay, representation by the offer. I think it was with, but it doesn't have anything to do with the public toilets, but it has a lot to do with perhaps a particular telecommunications device. It wasn't specific, but what I'm believing is we're going to. I want to look for the solicitation here. Oh, I have a statement of work, so I'm just going to download that. I'm going to download the statement of work. And then I see Q and A's for solicitation. So those are the questions and answers. Statement of work. I'm guessing this was amended. And then there's no particular document that says solicitation apart from this question and answer. Okay, let's head back to ChatGPT and break down this solicitation and find out exactly what it's talking about. Okay, I'm going to put this statement of work in here. Unable to attach the statement of work. Here's a breakdown of the key details extracted from the statement of work. Okay, so the contractor is required to furnish all necessary equipment, supervision, transportation, labor, and supplies to perform the toilet vault pumping services on an on a call when needed basis. Okay, this is a call when needed basis. This includes pumping, washing down, recharging, cleaning up, disinfecting, or disposing of all waste products removed from the toilets. Okay. So the main objective is to maintain the cleanliness and functionality of the toilet vaults at various specified locations within stipulated time frame. The deliverable is to successfully pumped, cleaned, and recharged toilet vaults with all waste properly disposed of in accordance to the state and federal regulations. Hmm. Equipment, yeah, this is a call, correct. Yeah, I'm actually wondering what that's going to look like. Is this call when needed? Uh, Let me ask, what would the schedule of work look like? We ditched the one that we're working on yesterday. So, do you have the link to the New Mexico one by any chance? The hard drive one is the one that we just moved out of. Yes. For the volt pumping service described in the statement of work, let me see. The New Mexico, if I remember, that was a rent. The contractor must acknowledge the response. No, I want to see the. contractor is notified on a call when needed basis. The initial notification can be by phone. Now, Michael, how do you feel about this call when needed basis? Let me see. Yeah, but it's also like this is pumping toilets as well. Is pumping toilets something that you're doing 10 times a year? This is the the impression I'm getting. Yeah, that's just the impression I'm getting. But I actually had two uh, listed out. So let's see if the other one is also. Yeah, I have another USDA one. I just put that in the chat, and I'm going to put the link it for the other one as well. But this one is food waste. Okay, I'm going to just drop the other one in there as well. Because there were a few I saw. I saw one that would be pretty good, but it was a sources sought. It was something about grease removal. It was very straightforward. I mean, yeah, I did some snooping around, so I just want to drop the links of classifying and measuring household food waste. Total small business aside, the acquisition is being issued as a request for quotes. Let me see. Yeah, it's different. It's different. This one is like dumpsters, toilets, showers, hand washing stations. Yeah, but let's look at that. Um, yeah, I just want to break that down, see what it's all about. The Okay, this is the RFQ. This is the request for quote. Okay, let's do this again. Okay, the contractor is required to provide comprehensive toilet vault pumping services, which include disposing of sewage, cleaning and flushing the vault, recharging with recharging with clean water, and ensuring proper disposal of all waste products in compliance with the state and federal regulations. Okay. The objective is to maintain the sanitation and operational readiness of vault toilets across various designated locations, ensuring they are clean and functional throughout the year. Okay, throughout the year. Cleaned and recharged toilet vaults, proper waste disposal documentation, and compliance with all environmental regulations. Okay, understood. Yes. Okay, so I'm going to ask how much does HVAC services HVAC servicing cost to replace a furnace? Let's see. Let's see what the company. So I'm seeing a furnace unit. The cost of a furnace unit itself can range from approximately 700 to over 3,500. Higher efficiency models tend to be more expensive. So in wait, let me just move it over. Additional costs may include modifying ductwork, upgrading the thermostat, adding new venting. This can cost several $100s. It will give you a good analysis, anyways, and a good range, but it's going to be really wide and varied. Let's let's see what this particular solicitation is talking about. So we can perhaps ignore that and move to something else. Okay, so response time, the contractor must acknowledge service requests within 24 hours. Because this one is on a need basis. Completion timeline, service must be completed within 7 work days from notification. Emergency services, emergency responses must be made within 24 hours. Okay, so evaluation criteria is price, technical capability, past performance. Michael, how are you seeing this? No, no, no. This is the pumping of toilets. Okay, let's. So, what's typically after you've broken down the solicitation, the next thing that you want to do is to find out the kind of companies that can do the work. So, what kind of companies can perform the job? Oh, this is the. Can you imagine? I was on the other chat GPT, so I was seeing HVAC, and I was like, What's going on here?" Okay, here we go. Okay, the job described in the statement of work involves vault toilet pumping services, which includes disposal. Okay, that just went blank right now. Is I think that's closely related. Like the septic tank and system cleaning services is more related to this than environmental services companies. That's just very broad. Septic tank and system cleaning services, portable toilet rental companies, companies that rent out portable toilets often. Let me see. Yeah, often provide cleaning and maintenance service for these units. They would have the equipment and experience required for pumping and maintaining vault toilets. So my understanding here is that they already have the vault toilets, but they just need it to be cleaned and pumped on a regular basis. But these vault toilets, they're not the same as portable toilets from what I know about vault toilets. Into search terms with the site location. But again, I'm going to just ask it to turn all these into Boolean strings. Turn these search terms into Boolean strings. Control C. That's going to go into Google. Okay, let's check out this website first here. We have a website that says Action Services. Let me see. I'm just going to check out what kind of services they offer. If anything like pumping, toilet pumping is involved in there. Portable toilet for jobs. You just saw it? Oh, okay, that looks similar to what we're looking for actually. But grease trap pumping is available for commercial sites. Did you say anything? Residential and commercial sites, short-term rentals, portable toilet, hand sanitizer. Okay, okay. Restroom trailer, flush toilet, air conditioning. Now, just with these, with the pumping of the toilets, now I'm just wondering if they would have that as a standalone service on their website, or this is something that it's when you call and you find out, okay, you do this, or would they put that as a standalone service? That's where this comes in a little bit tricky, just a tiny bit. So, what do you say? Do we begin to build out a table of content and build out a proposal based on some of the information here? And then, of course, you can scout for different companies that may be able to do this. But it just seems like it's a little bit here in the service. Like it's not really talked about in any great detail. Actually, there's something I can do. And just the way I'm looking at it, I just feel more secure when I see that they offer this as a service, but I know that they're equipped to do it. I mean, there's something I just did here now. So sometimes I would typically just fulfill the work based on the description below. Can this company fulfill the work? Okay. They're indeed capable of performing the work based on what, ChatGPT? Come on, come on, come on. Okay. Here's a breakdown of their capabilities in relation to the requirements. Septic tank and grease trap pumping. They offer septic tank pumping services or for both residential and commercial sites. Okay. While it's still trying to pull out that prompt, I'm going to say create a table of content as a middleman who is looking to bid on this contract and be sure to align it with the needs in the SOL. Stay away from irrelevant details. What I'm seeing here is okay, so they offer septic tank and wait, let me send this. Okay. Commercial and residential services, service area. The services are available in Orkney County, SC, which is the same location as required by the statement of work. Okay, so there's geographic alignment, commercial side. This suggests that they have the necessary equipment and expertise to manage waste pumping services, which are similar in nature to the vault toilet pumping described in the SOW. Fantastic. Okay. For a middleman preparing to bid on the contract, the vault toilet pumping services, the proposal should be meticulously organized, address all the essential requirements as specified in the statement of work. Come on, ChatGPT. Okay, so what I'm doing right now, I'm just going to create a Google Doc that I'm going to share with you, Michael, so I can be building this alongside with you on my own. History and background of company, organizational capability and structure, relevant certifications and compliance standards. Okay, it's just building that out for now. Management plan, performance metrics. Now, sometimes ChatGPT produces this subcontractor management section. I typically like to remove it, but I wouldn't tell you that there is a huge problem with it because another thing is that if you tell the contracting office, if I create another Google Meets for the next 30 minutes after this ends, would you be able to attend that or are you tight on time? Okay, we have most of it out here. So let me do this now. I'm going to save the link of this. The good news here, Michael, is that you can actually start looking at some of the companies that can handle this work and start reaching out if you get the time tomorrow before our session, if that's even possible, and just see what's out there. But this was just the first company that I came across when I put one of the searches into Google. Action Services call themselves Action Services. Let me actually throw in the link to their website into the chat here. Okay, there we go. Now we have the table of contents. It still hasn't completed this. Okay. Honestly, this particular table of contents, I want to cut it down. I want to tell it trim this table of content, leaving only the relevant information or sections. Okay, to refine this table of content for your proposal as a middleman bidding on the Volt toilet pumping service contract, focusing strictly on relevant sections. Now I'm just opening ChatGPT on another tab to just see if it's faster somewhere else. Because I'm really surprised that it's taking this. Okay, so overview of the proposal and alignment with contract goals. I'm really trying to see if we can get an executive summary out of it before the time elapses. So you see, now it goes from executive summary to scope of work to technical approach to management plan. Like before, where it was going, regulatory compliance. Like, look, all those things are relevant. It's not that they're irrelevant, but there are some things that we just have to take away. Like, you want to tell them that you're going to comply, but you don't want to have a whole section where you're just talking about how you're going to comply. You prefer to have that weaved into the proposal as they're reading it, as opposed to having a whole chapter where it's like, okay, it's fine. Performance metrics, quality assurance measures. Okay, I'm just going to grab this now. Okay, I want to explain that to me. I didn't really understand. Oh, I see what you mean. So start by doing it individually and then get it to summarize everything into one after. Should be okay. Actually, this executive summary should be written for Fortune INC, and then I'm just going to grab everything from the page of action services. And I'm just going to say using the information below. And I'm just going to paste all that information from their website and ask ChatGPT to generate the executive summary. Let's get that summary. Okay. For Vault Toilet Pumping Services and executive summary. Yeah, and I don't know, like maybe it's because I had a previous class before this and ChatGPT 4, by the way, if you use it with a proven track record, okay, Forcing Incorporated with a proven track record in providing comprehensive waste management solution is excited to present the proposal to deliver Volt toilet pumping services as outlined in the recent government solicitation. With over a decade of experience in septic tank and grease trap pumping, across Orkney Pickens, and Anderson counties. Our company, am I pronouncing that right? Alkany? Is that O silent? Perhaps. Our company is strategically positioned to offer exceptional service tailored to meet the stringent demands of the solicitation. Our services extend beyond routine septic maintenance. We are a trusted provider for both residential and commercial sites, ensuring operational efficiency and adherence to environmental compliance. Our capabilities include handling high demand scenarios such as special events, offering portable toilets, hand wash stations, and restroom trailers equipped with amenities that guarantee user comfort and hygiene. The breadth of services underscores our commitment to sanitation excellence, making us an yeah, this thing's taking its sweet time. Making us an ideal candidate for managing the vault toilet detailed in the solicitation. Okay, so Forcing Incorporated is fully equipped with the necessary tools, technology, and personnel to perform all tasks associated with the efficient pumping, cleaning, recharging, and maintenance of vault toilets. Our fleet of well maintained septic trucks and portable sanitary. Oh, did it just disappear?